Accused of going on a murderous rampage inside a newspaper newsroom will soon face a judge. And today, the survivors of the attack in Annapolis are defiant. Just hours after the attack, the newspaper staff published its morning paper. Today's opinion page is mostly blank. It includes a tribute to the 5 victims who lost their lives. Survivors of the attack continued working on today's edition while they waited for updates on their colleagues. The victims included 4 journalists and a sales assistant ranging in age from 34 to 65 years old. It is one of the deadliest attacks on journalists in U.S. history. The shooting began just after 3 in the afternoon yesterday when the suspect burst into the Capital Gazette's newsroom armed with a handgun, smoke bombs, and flash grenades. Police tell CBS News they believe the suspect acted alone. Police say 38-year-old Jarrod Ramos had threatened the newspaper in the past and did so again just a few hours before the shooting. He's charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder. CBS News national correspondent Chip Reid joins us now from Annapolis, Maryland. So, Chip, the suspect will appear in court. What can we expect to take place in the courtroom today?
Well, we expect him to appear in court. You know, there are cases where they appear on video or they waive their right to appear, but we are anticipating that he will probably be in court today. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Certainly, I think the odds of him being released on any kind of bail or bond are infinitesimally small. It's not clear what the judge will do, whether it will be a real quick proceeding. One thing to keep in mind, he has been charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder, but there is no death penalty in Maryland. It was abolished 5 years ago. It's one of 18 states that have no death penalty. I'm sure this will result in some people calling once again for the reimposition of the death penalty, but at this point, that is not an option. But I think you can expect that to pop up again in the public debate and perhaps in the legislative debate. The expectation would be that the prosecutors are going to push for a life sentence, probably life without parole.
Right. So the investigation continues to unfold. Police have been really open about his background. We know that they were searching his home. Anything else about the investigation so far?
Yeah, actually, I should say the police have been very good about. They've been very, very careful not to confirm stuff until they absolutely had it nailed down. The fact is, we nailed down exactly who the suspect was, Jarrod Ramos, long before they confirmed it to us through other sources. So it's been a slow process getting information from the police, but that's the way they need to act. They can't put stuff out there until they're absolutely sure of it. And in some cases, the media has been out ahead of them. But they say they have video of him in there doing what he did. There is absolutely zero doubt in their minds that they have the right person. He was found hiding under a desk. Other people there in the room identified him. And don't forget, 5 people were killed here. And it's an issue where the police are not speaking lightly. They're not speaking quickly. They're not saying things unless they know that they absolutely have the facts nailed down.
Right. Do we know if we'll be hearing from police anytime soon? Any press conferences scheduled?
Well, we know that at this location there is scheduled to be a press conference, probably with the prosecutor afterwards. It's really at the point where the prosecutors take over the public speaking from the police. We may hear from them too when they get more information about the investigation, but it's probably the prosecutor who we're going to hear from right here after this hearing, which is scheduled for 10:30 Eastern Time.
All right, Chip Reid, thank you very much.
You bet.